No, it was a pretty chill, you know, going around our new base. We talked to some people. Halava, was like few titans or nerds. Not really, but he was like, "Oh, well, you're a baby," and then he made up to the guy, and then you're like, "Oh, let's spar, let's do a little punch out in the simulators." And Faust came in from the shadows to give the crew more rep around the base. Uh, Macho has confirmed his suspicions, which are not based in reality, and Courage went to a grilling party and had some hot dogs or whatever. And Macho
Courage
has,
grilled.
yeah, Courage grilled, and Macho has given us the opportunity to, what should we do? Should we join the Titans? Ooh,
Excellent. Good to know
like,
everyone remembers what happened. So, would someone be so kind as to roll me narrative points, a d6?
eh, 4.
Or it is. Uh, bu- 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 Check my notes so I can. 16th is the 16th. It is the next day.
Cool.
The day after, if you would.
Oh, Faust wakes up and she looks to the window. Does her room have a window? Wait, it's probably actually no.
Your
I don't
officer,
think.
you are an officer, so yes, actually.
Yeah, I don't think she'd have it covered up. She looks to the sky, morning sky, and she says, "It is now the day after."
The,
It's
the,
good.
the beating Singalese sun.
Yeah, it is now the day after, and then that's when the title drops.
The OP plays.
Yeah.
Hey, tired. In my defense, I have done it once. You do it way more frequently than I do it.
Okay, it wasn't
It's
just
so
me.
funny.
I'm not bearing all the sins. It
No,
was a
I
communal
also
effort.
yelled at Swappy when that happened.
That's enough. Delete prep. All right, so it's a new day. Faust is up and early. She's got a mobile suit coming in today, and she's got to go do her, checks on it.
Yeah, also, they installed the upgrade packages you were supposed to test out last night.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Does Faust have like documents on them?
Yeah, it's called uh the Gym 2 upgrade plan Arc 15.
She looks at it. She sees the 15. She thinks to herself of how many damn
You've
iterations we
tested
had.
you've tested 2 through 8, then 13 and 14.
Yeah, it's been long and hard. It's been a tough process, but this one seems to be the most reliable. There were some good
Cost
ideas. A lot
effective.
of them, yeah, cost effective. It'll boost the performance for a couple of years. It'll probably be outdated in a bit, but that's about time for new
Another
or
upgrade.
general. Yeah, or yeah, another upgrade or newer mass production models altogether to start rolling off the lines. I mean, they're already doing that with the Galbazi, so it's a good cost effective conversion slash new plan for the gym to continue its service in the Federation. She's reading it over, and she's looking at the skies, and she's like, panoramic cockpit, and
Finally.
she goes to her wall of big papers, and she picks up shit. No, the Gundam project is complete classified, so I doubt she'd have papers on that. Much to her dismay.
They completely you made them from memory.
I made them from memory. They were like, "You have to burn these," and Faust was like, "Okay," but she like hand ripped copies. It's like the disc again. Yeah, fuck it, sure. She puts up her handwritten notes on the Gundam project that she got from someone at Anaheim. I'm sure. Maybe she raised
Anaheim?
up.
You mean the Federation Department of Strategic Armaments?
Oh, right. I was gonna say maybe she rizzed up Nina Purpleton, but that works too. But yeah, and she also pulls out another file from the 1 Year War, the Alex, which I believe Halava noticed once in a previous session, and she kind of was like, she's reading them over, and she's like, it seems they finally begun to implement them into mobile suits. They seem to not have their issues. It'll improve the mobile suit's visibility and pilot capability immensely. She closes the files and she, takes what papers she needs, which is mostly the Gen 2 files, and walks out the door.
Okay then. Metro.
Yep.
You hear something you have not heard since you were 18. You hear a bugle. It's time to wake up.
Oh, what a strange place we're at.
Wakes up.
It is an army base.
Just as that like brief moment of like panic before you remember it's been like a decade.
Yeah, he's like, oh
Not,
fuck, I'm
not a
late.
cadet just about to get reamed out for this.
Yeah, he's like, oh fuck, I'm
went to
late. And he's
class.
like,
All right. Yeah. Get up. Presumably our like sure what's on our agenda here. Probably just go check out the upgrade kit.
So what you have for today's agenda is you have the scheduled scrimmage match between Lieutenant Daniel and Halava. You have to test out the Gym 2 kit against the Gobaldi. A Gobaldi. And Faust had something called a Psychomu to test. Not sure what that is.
All right.
prep in his, I imagine Halva in his southern accent. I'm sorry, I just imagine him as southern.
Well, that's because Tired is southern.
I know, but it's like a psycho what now?
Asaka, what now?
From the southern hemisphere of the moon, it's still fine.
Yeah.
Hide your Xeon accent.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, if anything, if anyone's going to mistake somebody for Zionic, it's going to probably be Faust, considering she's German.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, yes, the Baltic and Volga Germans. Now we have the Side 3 Germans.
So true. So,
I wonder how many Hitler particles they have. Volga Germans Volga Germans, not many. Baltic, lots. So many. It's so bad there.
I mean, I guess it depends on the Xeon. Like, Buren had, like, record history Hitler particles.
I am a disciple of Adolf Hitler, he says.
So
Anyways,
this tough guy. Oh no.
Metro, you see Courage stretching as she gets out of her room. Then Oliver comes out of his room. Faust has not gotten out yet.
And it's time to go to work.
Courage looks around. Where's is Lieutenant Faust going to be joining us?
Faust opens the doors with her papers as, Courage asks her, and she says, Faust will be joining you, Lieutenant. What rank? Faust will be joining you, Ensign.
There we go.
She's kind of going over like the schedule and the document she has for today's test, and as they're walking, she's going over it with Macho first as team leader, and then she immediately just like as soon as he's done, go over to Halava and Courage actually, and just kind of goes over what they're doing today.
I just realized this is gonna be the first time I've used a mobile suit under gravity. Which should prove interesting.
Yes, actually. Like real gravity, though.
Yeah.
This would not be
Wow.
Faust's first rodeo.
Hey, Halva,
Mm-hmm.
when you were sleeping tonight, you were just like sweating profusely. It's so hot here.
Oliver has like 2 fans plugged in his room at all times.
You couldn't actually sleep because it was just too hot.
I was gonna use this first check here, just go buy a AC unit. Never mind, no one's got mobile AC units in the space 80s.
I like the idea that that he just doesn't know what one is because again temperature is just regulated.
Yeah, presumably it's like some guy in the maintenance side of the colony's problem. You never have to deal with it. It's fair.
Because if it suddenly breaks down, then everyone starts, dying.
Yeah,
Suffocating.
I've heard that's problematic. Best to be avoided.
I highly recommend against dying. Pro tip.
I've heard it's not pleasant.
There are better and worse ways to go. That's a pretty bad one.
Yeah. So, what now?
Breakfast.
Right. Okay. Well, Faust is doing her usual, eating her food. She's kind of getting a move on because now they're instead of just kind of like, you know, this is like now's R&D time. Now's development time. They've probably had to get used to Faust's more fast-paced nature when it comes to this kind of thing. Because like when it comes to like Xeon patrols and stuff, she's been very mellow, relaxed. But when it comes to like developing and tinkering with machines, she's immediately like, "All right, I'm going to say 5 things you don't understand in the span of 2 minutes."
So, Major Maria comes over and sits down at the table. Big day.
Could
Maria Luz, I believe.
Huh?
What's her last name? Luz, I believe.
No, that's Kumiko. This is Maria Datella.
Oh, right, the lady who greeted us when we first showed up. Right.
Yeah, she's in charge of the research projects on base.
Right. She's basically kind of my boss. All right, yeah. Well, she's all of our bosses. Yeah,
For the
Faust
foreseeable
is.
future.
Yeah. What's her rank again?
Major.
All right. Good morning, Major. Faust says that she's eating and going over the stuff she has to do today.
He looks over to Yuhal and says, I heard you picked a fight with one of the Titans.
He kind of just leans over. It's I wouldn't say it was a fight. Just I don't know, just been on edge since I got to Earth. So I solved it myself, and I actually gotta be sparring in The Sims later.
Yeah, that's the fight I've heard about.
Oh, thought you meant the literal fight. Well, not literal.
She looks at you as like literal fight.
Don't worry about it. He waves his hand. Plus, it's just to show these newbies what us vets can do. You know, he like clashes his hands together.
I don't want Lieutenant Daniel's pride too much.
It's not his pride I'm worried about. It's my pride.
He laughs. I'll be sure to. Is this a open event, or is it closed off?
Anyone who wants to can join, but just know that it's not changing my goal.
He gives a wry smile. I might pop by then.
Of course.
She looks over to you, Matcher. How are you finding Earth sighting after all this time?
Like riding a bicycle. It doesn't really change too much. Be interested to try and use a mobile suit under gravity, though.
Oh, you never trained on Earth?
Nope. Haven't back to Earth since. I'm trying to remember the timeline. You'd answer like, it'd be like November
Years
of
before the
78,
war.
something like that. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
been a long ass time for him. He
80
probably
yards.
he's probably struck with gravity a little more than he lets on, to be honest with you. So this is not a little bit of acclimation, I suppose.
Lieutenant Faust, what did you think of the upgraded Gundam?
She looks up, acting. Well, she's not really surprised that they given her a Gundam. She kind of suspects that because like we're taking away your Gundam. It's like, okay, what am I gonna
It's a
get?
new
Don't worry
Gundam.
about it. Probably a Gundam. Yeah. So Faust, she simply looks and she says, Faust has yet to go over and see the new Gundams. It arrived this morning. Faust assumes.
Indeed.
Yeah, she's pretty much finished. Just she kind of gets up and just then Faust will go Faust will go and inspect the mobile suit. I will see the rest of you all later. He says. She kind of gives a salute to the major and walks
Aye.
off.
You said I.
I'm sorry, what?
You said I instead of Faust, Will.
Oh, well, no, I've
Up the
decided.
counter. We're at 3.
3.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. My slip. All right. But yeah, Faust kind of goes off. This will be my invitation for anyone who's curious to look at the Gundam. Metro, get over it.
Yeah, Matcher, what do you think about the new gym model?
I guess we've had some time to test out the previous iterations of these things.
Yeah,
So
some have been better, some have been worse.
A little bit, it might be an understatement. You've gone through like half the projects.
I don't know who thought making a beam spray gun into a shotgun was a good idea, but they need to be fired.
I mark that one down as a failure.
Unfortunate. I'm sure Courage loved the idea.
I mean,
Also,
sounds cool.
Half of the ideas were adding more armor to the gym, which is not the problem.
More armor and more weapons, and oh my god, how many times has she seen her coworkers suggest a full armor variant? It's not gonna work.
It never works.
It never works. We've done this like 3 times already. But yeah,
a backpack
I'm sure
with 4 extra shields on it, and it'll be fine.
I mean, that was one of the better iterations. But yeah, it wasn't great. But fucking yeah, I was about to say, I'm sure a certain Texan German would have loved that idea.
More on that later.
Yeah.
So, Metro, what now? You and your team, what now?
I presume we're gonna go and check out our the latest iteration of the upgrade kit. Personally,
Our new.
we
gotta train our new hogs.
Well,
Yeah,
pretty much.
so
And got to get a feel for how they actually function, because, like I said, having not used under gravity will change things a little bit. So, probably want to just get some hands-on usage of the damn things.
Okay then, so you all Metro gets up. Order your team.
Halva, get over here. I need you for dramatic lighting.
Alright, Oliver.
Let's the hangers and try these suits out. So when is Faust's like new suit expected to already be delivered, or are we awaiting that still?
It has arrived last night.
Ooh. So we'll all have to check that out as well. May as well get headed out and loaded up.
You walk out of the mess hall following Metro as you cut a path. Much the same as yesterday. It's people going on their morning jogs. And another day at Dakar Base.
It's 8 a.m. and they already have a barbecue going.
Now that comes later.
Yeah, they say better Xeon remnants. I just want to grill for God's sake.
Zeke's hate grilling.
Yeah, that's why we gotta kill them.
So you get to the hangar. Swappy, do you have a picture on hand of the Tristan? I can't remember what the fuck it looks like.
Okay, well, good work on not okay, so basically, my idea is that this is still okay. This is still the Alex, right? Like I think unless you want it to make it look like the Tristan, but I'm pretty sure the Tristan and its look was a result of after the Bush company stole the Gundam, and they had to change its parts out and stuff to make it viable for 0096.
Okay, then it looks like this.
Cool.
It's the Alex. It's just the Alex. Here it is.
Yeah,
I know nothing. What's the Alex?
the Gundam Alex is the Gundam from 00.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it
Yeah.
hasn't shown up in the. As far as I've gotten in that show, it hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah, well, it's
I'm
the
the
RX
fucking
70.
worst.
It's the
Finish
RX
things.
70. I was so excited to hear Frep's reaction. He's just like, "What's the Alex?" And I'm like, "No." But yeah, no, it's the RX 78-1, RX 78 NT1. It was meant to be the Federation's foray into new type use mobile suits, but they didn't know how new types worked. So instead of like giving it the usual shit you'd expect, they just really tuned up its performance. So it was like a hair trigger, and it was meant to go to Amuro Ray.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. It was also the first mobile suit to test out the 360 panoramic cockpit.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, so I'll allow me. Yeah, you walk into the hangar and you see Faust standing right in front of it, dramatically lit. It's a Gundam.
Yep, and the Faust is completely in the light as the Gundam's top half is in the shadows of the hangar.
I
Just
assume
to
its
make things
eyes are
more
somehow
ominous.
I'm sure somehow its eyes are dramatically lit, despite the fact it's not turned on.
No, they're dead. They're a dull color right now.
Yeah, she's looking up at it, and she's like, I know part of her is kind of like a little like, because she was just looking at the files for the Alex this morning. So she's a little bit. A part of her is like, ain't that as like, what a twist of fate. What a moment. And she notices, she hears her team come up from behind, and she turns around and she just says, "Our mobile suits are waiting for us." And she kind of motions to the gym twos that are presumably right next to the Alex.
Yep, so when you see the gym 2, it looks much the same as a regular gym. However, there's a couple key details you immediately see. So for one thing, there's an extra sensor on the chest. It's still currently it is the same colors as your original gyms, but they added some new verniers on the shoulders, and as far as you can tell right now, on the calves. You don't know if they modified the backpack in any way, or how the internals are different.
Yeah, so Faust does say to her, she's like, Faust was not expecting them. Faust was not expecting the Federation to send Faust to this Gundam, but considering its technology, this is a perfect test bed or a perfect predecessor to your Gym 2s. Even if the Gym Custom was what was created from the Alex's basis. Or, well, so are the Gym Quells.
Yeah, but we don't get Chunquels. She
Yeah,
Courage points
yeah.
to these. We get these.
She's like, Faust is aware, and she makes her way off the Gundams, and she says, Faust believes your biggest notice of change will be noticeable in the cockpit. She opens the Gundam's cockpit and motions to her team to look inside. I have
Yep.
a
So
question.
Faust goes up the line, the wire line that brings her up, and
Do we
steps
not
into
have
the
like
cockpit.
do we not have like a what's it called?
Scaffolding.
Gantry things.
Yeah, do we not have like scaffolding that we can just walk
You've
upstairs
not.
and be
I
able to...
have not heard anyone say we go up the scaffolding.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you go up the scaffolding.
right.
Alright.
You look inside, Macho. It looks like a sphere. Courage says,
Interesting.
what, where's the,
I have a question.
yeah?
I assume, okay, so it's modified, right? So a part of me is assuming, I don't know if you want to do it for style points or to make it what would make sense. Is the cockpit the way it was in 0080, or has it been switched out for a more modern cockpit?
I don't remember how the 0081 is exactly different from a modern panoramic.
It's pretty like archaic. There's like a bunch of monitors. Have you guys? Do you know you guys had a smart board in school? I don't know if that's too early for you guys, but yeah, I basically had like one of those strapped to the top of the cockpit. It was a very archaic 180 cockpit. Okay, like I have an
Yeah,
image.
it is round. It is perfectly round.
It doesn't have like the full image, but it was let me change the thing to JPEG because who the fuck invented WebP? It looked like this.
All right.
Nope. So it has a more streamlined set of controls that are all concentrated on the seat itself and the console right in front of the seat.
Got it. All right. So Faust makes her way to her seat, and she sits down and she starts booting up the Gundam through what is probably seems like witchcraft because like where's all the switches and dials and doodads while she's just like tapping away on a screen.
Yeah, Courage says, "Wait, where's the buttons?"
It is all contained in the central pad right here. They've
Courage
decided to
looks
go
over.
digital. Yeah,
Huh.
and she's like going through the thing really fast, the OS, and she like it's Gundam Seed, and she presses the start mobile suit button.
Ignition.
Yeah, she presses ignition and she starts turning it up, and I assume the entire crew, if they've all gotten to the cockpit with Faust, since it's way more spacious than last time they did that, they all see as the surrounding all around them is lit up.
Courage is just looking around in amazement. This is incredible.
Definitely seems a lot more advanced.
The Alex initially tested this back in the 1-year war. It was more archaic, but they've finally managed to streamline this. There were also some other Gundams that tested this, but Faust is not at any room to disclose their information. She then motions to the Gym 2s that are, around, and she just says, Faust believes you will find a similar cockpit in your own machines.
Hey, Mountro, you notice something while in here.
All right.
When you put your hand on the cockpit to like get a look over at the console, the cockpit moves a little. Like the actual seat.
Oh. Interesting.
You see Courage play with it. Lieutenant Faust, and she starts pushing the seat. Is it supposed to do that?
Faust, is it supposed to do that?
Yeah, it's an inline cockpit, so yes.
Right. Yeah, Faust nods and she says, it's to help with pilots. What's the purpose? I think it's like to help reduce G's, right?
On impacts, specifically.
Yeah. She nods and she says, it's to help pilots reduce impact when their machine is struck physically. Therefore, they won't be as rattled as they would usually find themselves.
Nice. Courage gets up. I guess we have to go check on our machines then.
So fire them up and see if we can figure them out.
Yep, so you all go over there, and you see Courage run over. You get to look behind. Hey, we have more thrusters now.
Prove handy. Assume is there like a manual to go with this like upgrade kit, or is there going to be something like loaded into the cockpit that's going to like run over what has changed between this and a baseline model?
You got so when you were given the details on what you were testing, you were given a dossier on what the new changes are.
Oh, okay. It should all be there in the manual then, essentially.
You see Courage furiously digging into her coat pocket and pulls out this crumpled piece of paper that she starts flipping through.
I'm going to assume you're reading that to refresh your memory and certainly not just to, learn it for the first time.
Yes, sir.
Very well.
Faust is already tapping away at her stuff. She's gonna take a look around her cockpit to see if she can notice anything different or special.
There's this little thing on the console that when you look closer, it's indented. Airbag.
Cool. Sick.
More safety
Yes.
features.
Oh, hell yeah. But she believes there's a plan to start ejecting mobile suits from the cockpits from their suit if they get destroyed, so the pilot won't blow up and die a horrible death. So that's cool. But yeah, Faust is going over, her paper. She already knows what's on it, but she's reading it again just because why not? And she's like, she knows she has to test the psychon, which she has now inferred that is probably inside the mobile suit's internals, most like head, rather than like somehow attached to the cockpit.
However, there is an interface in the cockpit.
Right, yeah. So she's just kind of exploring the Alex's systems and not really moving it much. Maybe moving its verniers, if anything. Because if she moves her arms or legs, that probably break the scaffolding.
Someone could get hurt. Yeah, I say as I look at Tired.
Yeah. One could get real hurt.
So you pop open the panel where the Psychomo equipment is supposed to be. And
Right.
you notice this little like thing you're supposed to wear around your head.
Well, what's it look like?
It looks like a crown almost.
Do we have an image for it? Like an actual?
Do you remember that scene where they're reading Amuro's brainwaves in CCA? That is the image I
Yeah.
have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. So she looks at it and she, puts it on herself and starts going through it again to see if anything's changing with the mobile suit. Now that it's
Okay, then.
linked
I'd
up.
like to roll me a keen in let me think. Operate or engineering telepathy.
Oh, sick. Keen. Said operate or engineering? Engineering.
Or either or, pick one.
And my operator is 4, and I have a telepathy, which gives me 1, so I have to roll a 10. Sick. I got a 5.
5
That's
successes?
about 6, actually. I got a 5. I needed to roll a 10, I believe, because teen, operate or engineer, and telepathy, which is at 1.
So, you feel a slight thrum in your head.
Curious. Is it a bad thrum or a good thrum or an thrum?
So, when you walk back over, and you start messing around with stuff again while wearing this thing, you go to like move the verniers around, but before you've actually like done the analog input, it starts doing that on its own.
She notices this, and she's starting to write down on her notebook, on her little report action file, considering she probably has to write this shit down. She's like, Psychomu test already going on. Today at what time is it?
It is currently 7 o'clock sharp.
All right, and the date is what, the 16th, you said?
Yeah, if you remember, so on the UMP combat sheet, I always put down the date.
Oh, right, okay. Right. Let me check that real quick. I'm going to have to ask you that.
That's also where narrative points are stored.
Right. All right,
Neat.
so June 16th for UC 0084, 7 a.m. This have begun testing Psychomu equipment. Upon connecting myself to the upon Faust's connection to the Psychomu system, Faust is already observing good results. Without having to put the analog inputs, the verniers had already begun to move without having to put the analog input. Faust noticed the verniers had begun moving in accordance to her brain waves and her thoughts. Faust, once able to begin full testing, will see the extent of this feature. And
Hey, Matcher, when you get into your cockpit, you know there's a problem.
No.
Where are you going to put all your pictures of your sweethearts and such, and of your old unit patches?
Slap them on the console. Who
It's
cares?
pretty much going to have to be the console at this point. There's really not much else.
Slap them like all over the chair. You open the cockpit, like the back of the console's covered in photos. The chair has straps and patches stapled all over it.
Well, I guess you put patches you put on the back of the chair, but yeah, that's a minor annoyance.
Are you going to write that down as a problem?
I will phrase it in like technical terms, like design of panoramic cockpit makes storage of like personal items difficult.
Personal items and like what's a empathetic? What's like
personal effects?
Yeah, personal effects of the pilot. may may cause problems for morale of the pilots. Because you just say I can't put my shit here, then they're gonna be like, okay, that's a non-issue.
It's also like it's funny. The Federate cockpit, it's like it's showing what's directly behind me when it's behind me is not useful unless I'm like either using a rear view mirror or presumably like compressing the feed like to fit 360 degrees and 180.
Or like leaning out of your seat a little bit and looking back.
Yeah, but that's like taking my eye off where I'm going. That seems like a problem. That might actually be something to play around with. Like, how much of your view can you compress without like getting horribly disoriented?
It makes pulling out of parking lots way easier, though.
That's true.
I suppose having too much field of view is better than having too little.
Yeah.
It's way more than the 3 big screens you used to have.
Yeah, it's still a big improvement.
The 3 big screens, the sub screens that you had to like click and it would show you footage from different cameras. Oh, now you can just look around.
So is the display like programmable for us? Can we change how things are displayed, or is it always just the full 360?
I'd like you to roll me keen in engineering.
All right. Ah, damn you, dice. Nope. That is a failure. Rolled a 10. I needed an 8.
Start fucking around with this, and you can't figure it out. So you know what that means. You grab the stack of papers sitting on your lap. You start flipping through them.
Makes sense.
And then you find what you're looking for. So there is night vision, optical, infrared, and there are settings for zoom.
Okay.
Nothing about changing the field of view, though.
Okay. I'm gonna pencil in a note for the development team because I think I'd like to have that feature, even if it means I end up cutting out a chunk of what I can see in front of me, in a quadrant, to have a rear view to check over my soldier without having to physically swing around my seat might be useful. So start making notes like that, which I assume that's the whole purpose of our testing is any hangups.
Yes, exactly.
So, alrighty. So yeah, 2 notes: personal belongings and field of view are Matra's 2 notes so far. But overall, this presumably seems way better than what we had before.
True. However, you do miss having ECAPs for your beam rifle.
Oh yeah, so it just runs right off the generator now, doesn't it?
Oh no, that's how beam rifles usually work. ECAPs are way better. When you're dry, you don't have to wait a minute and fire one more shot.
Although I suppose Matra's always mostly fought with bazookas and stuff. Anyways, he doesn't really use the beam weapons as much, so that's probably not something he'll have caught on to as fast as others.
Well, you were asked to put everything through its paces.
Yeah, well, it's a good point.
We already know the hyper bazookas work.
Oh, good to test out the energy weapons too. I assume once we everyone does some familiarization just in the cockpit, we'll take these things out and put them through their paces, see how the hell they function.
Okay then, is Tired back yet? We'll take that as a no.
Hmm.
I'm not sure where to go if Tired isn't here. To be completely
Yeah,
honest.
I think we're gonna have to wait in awkward silence until Tired comes back. Unless you, I don't know, you
Trying
have
to think if there's
Metro
anything
and
else I can test without leaving the hangar, so we don't have to.
I don't know. You can
I drew out the scene
maybe
as much
ask.
as I think I could.
Yeah, I don't know. Ask Faust about stuff. Maybe she'll. We can. Character interactions.
Oh yeah, Metro, do you know anything about the Gobaldi beta?
I don't know. It's not the reason I went over to the hangar last time. We just kind of snoop and look at them, but we got distracted by talking to the Titans. So I don't know. Do we have like the technical, like the stats on that? How it's like on paper stats compared to our gyms, or is it?
Yeah, you know what? Someone who might know.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go with Faust.
Probably.
Maybe. Perhaps.
I'll columns and ask how do our new rides compare to the Gabaldis and Quells?
Yeah, so Faust is in her, sitting, and I assume he sees the weird thing she's wearing on her head.
It's not the first time you've seen the as Courage like calling it the Dr. Xavier get up.
God, I imagine Faust's first time like doing new type. Do they already know she's a suspected new type, or is this like? Well, I
This is
guess
not the
it.
first test you've been asked to do.
Yeah. So I guess they've already kind of like, oh, I guess Faust is the new type, if they even believe that shit. But yeah, Faust is in her cockpit, and she's not really touching the controls, but you notice as you were walking in, you know, the uh, the verniers and stuff were moving, like even the fingers were moving, and she wasn't, and she's not really touching them. So you don't know if she just stopped moving or if this is some sort of newfangled thing. But yeah, she looks up to Macho, and she's like, "Is something the matter, Lieutenant?"
Oh, just wondering how you like the new machine.
Faust, yeah, she's like, Faust hasn't had the opportunity to take it through its paces, but Faust very much is impressed by what she currently sees. Of compliments, Faust does not hand out lightly. He leans back in her seat. The Gundam Alex was originally the Federation's first attempt into entering the field of new type use mobile suits. But considering their lack of information during the war, I instead intended for it to be hypersensitive to input commands. It was supposed to go to Amara Ray, but that never came to be. She kind of like gets back to tapping out the console, and she says, "It was apparent it was heavily damaged by a Xeon Special Forces unit while they were undergoing tests at a colony on Side 6. But it appears they've managed to repair and refurbish it and have sent it to us for testing."
So
And
you
she
just
looks up to, yeah, no,
I was
go
saying so.
ahead.
So your new suit is just a refurb, just like us. I mean, a different suit, but not a new design.
That is correct. The RX-78NT1 is its model number. And yeah, but she's like, how about you, Metro? Have you come to terms with your new upgrade kit?
Uh Interesting features so far. The panoramic cockpit will presumably help with situational awareness quite a bit, which I approve of, but it'll be hard to tell until we put these through their paces. But I suppose that's what they're paying us for. So can't wait to take
That
them
would
out
be
on
correct.
the practice field.
Yeah, Faust is like, these will be standard And she thinks to herself, well, by now, the Galvaldi betas are already being equipped with this. As far as Faust is aware, most cockpits will probably be retroactively changed to this one for older mobile suits. And she said she's like much more spacious. Would you agree?
Seems to be. With the screen everywhere, it feels like anything you set in the cockpit's going to get in the way.
Hmm?
No
Wait,
room
what did
for-
you say?
I just say with it being a screen everywhere, it's hard to place anything without feeling like you're sacrificing situational awareness, like personal items, kit bags, submachine guns. Because Metro's kept that habit up ever since the friggin' pirates incident, or not pirates, criminal incident.
Mafia.
He is never going into a fight again with just a handgun.
Yeah, Faust believes there should still be a compartment in the seat for you to store weapons, but unfortunately, depending on who you ask, the developers of these cockpits don't particularly consider any morale benefits for the pilots rather than improving their combat ability. Faust recommends perhaps setting them up on your central computer. What is the fucking fuck. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah. She's like, Faust recommends setting up your personal effects on the terminal or around the seat, even.
Makes sense. How's Courage find the new upgrades? Or is she still like furiously flipping through the manual?
Excellent question.
Just trying to buy us time.
Go through everything.
Yeah, Metro, you go to check, and you just see in the feed, it's just Courage there, just slowly, agonizingly slowly reading this thing.
It appears Courage has yet to come to terms with her. Mobile suit.
He's not noticed you.
Faust. Man, I can't really bring up Halva. I was gonna be like, yeah, I guess Faust would turn to Halva at this point, see what he's doing, but Tired's doing something.
Tired comes back and like, okay then, Halava, how do you like the suit? You've already talked about it to death. Please.
Takes much longer. You just get to have JM Fiat describe how it goes for them, and that's the problem. It's like, yeah, it turns out you lit it on fire by accident. Really, really embarrassing.
Really bad. All right.
Do we have kind of free reign to put these things through their paces however we so choose? By the way, like, or is there like specific testing we have to do?
There is a thing is this is acclamation. You are supposed to fuck around and find out.
Excellent.
Yeah, we can't really take these out because we haven't been given orders to, go out and test them, or go walk around or some shit. We'd have to inform the crew if we'd have to, remove the scaffolding if we want to do that.
Well, I presume that's kind of in the order of what we're doing. So this, because
yeah, if anything,
presumably narratively spend the time like setting up like permissions on like what range we can take these things out to, and like clearing it with all the technical staff and shit like that. The boring paperwork part of the job that like
that Matro handles, yes.
That exactly right. That's what he does. He loves his bureaucracy.
So true. If anything, we could just say the ensigns are having a tough time, acclimating to the new cockpit, and so we can just, head out, the two of us first. Take the mobile suits out for a walk around the base.
Out for walkies.
Yeah.
Works for me.
You see Major Maria on both of your screens, and She asks, "How are you liking the new suits?"
Some interesting
Faust is,
upgrades.
Faust is satisfied with her new with the Gundam Alex.
She nods. Ready to take him for a spin?
The ensigns are having trouble, but the lieutenant and I are ready to sortie if you'd allow us. Or, well,
Tell them to
Faust
clear the
would.
scaffolding.
All right, and Faust, pushes the control. Actually, she's not gonna push the controls forward. She's gonna have her hands on the controls, but she's gonna think about moving forward. See what happens.
Okay then. Um, it feels extremely weird, Faust. Like it's almost like you're having an out of body experience.
Huh. But it moves, right?
It does move. It takes a step. However, this is kind of slow.
Yeah, Faust writes that down of attempting to move the whole mobile suit with the Psychomu waves proves to be slow. Pilots will have to combine both analog input and Psychomu function and Psychomu brainwave processing in order to achieve maximum mobility and performance. And with that, she puts her pen away and she starts moving, with the Gundam's top half slowly revealing from the shadows.
Yep, Macho, Faust lagged behind to write something. You walk out just fine. It's the same, like, control inputs as a gym. The same ones you've been using for half a decade now.
Okay. So it's very, very familiar.
If painfully so.
Oh, that's good. We don't want these, like, whole idea that we're upgrading the fleet. The less, like, time this takes for people to get used to, the better.
You, where do you want to go? You want to just take a walk around, look around the sites?
Yeah, honestly, probably, like, loop around the tarmac, like, walk and then probably jog and then try running with it, like running through different speeds, seeing how it handles, and like seeing if there's any weirdness of getting used to actually controlling this thing when it's actually having to support its own weight.
Yep. You haven't felt this feeling since the fight in New Derry colony, actually, where every step you take, you can feel your body collide into your seat ever so slightly.
Terrible.
Oh,
Hey, Halifa's back.
All of us back, yo.
Hey, yeah.
so your suit
Yeah,
exploded.
asking
We're
the
sorry to
question.
report. Very
We're
sad.
sorry to report Halifa has died tragically in an
Oh,
accident.
well, okay, gotcha.
All right, go Moon.
So
How
how about you're looking at this? Wind back time a little bit. How about you're looking through your mobile suit?
Mm-hmm.
You noticed it's a 360-degree cockpit. It is
Oh,
inline, just like it's an inline cockpit. Tyre, do you know what an inline cockpit is?
What is an inline cockpit?
So, an inline cockpit is when the mobile suit is struck physically, the the actual seat itself inside the cockpit moves to help the pilot deal with the sudden G's.
Gotcha. Okay, and this is the gym too?
Yeah, and now you have an airbag. No more
Oh.
smashing your face on the controls.
Well, that'll be useful. I imagine that the seat belts are a bit more useful. Okay. He kind of looks through that and gives a whistle.
So, do you have any personal photos to put from your old cockpit into this new one?
Personal photos. Nothing really, I'd say.
Okay, then. You've already read this manual. Is a problem though. You go to try to get your kit, like, because everything's stored behind monitors now.
Mm-hmm.
It's 300. It's basically 360 degrees. You're having trouble actually getting the monitors off to get to the compartments.
Jesus, that's great. Uh, so he can't. So he can't just remove them. He's trying to like go around them.
No, go around them? What do you mean go around them? You're standing on monitors.
Oh Jesus.
You you look down to the feedback section. I guess this is a problem, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Might want to write that down on your report.
Yeah, Oliver's gonna note something down. That's not good. Let him
Metro.
life or death.
Yep, so you're walking around. You make it to the testing grounds. And you notice the sandy dirt hills. And so that are around the mobility section of the course. There's some prop buildings and a few Zaku husks just like littered about.
All right. Buildings and
Tragic.
hard targets.
Yeah. If you currently have a 90mm bullpup machine gun with paint rounds because you're too close to the base.
Makes sense. Might try out that zoom function and see if it has made any difference if I'm trying to like pop shots with this 90mm versus the old
The old cockpit.
old
The
cockpit.
magnification has increased. If the cockpit is open, you can see the actual controls when you go max zoom from where you're standing of this dead Zaku.
Interesting.
So you want to put the Gym 2 through its paces.
Yeah. Go through some-
Okay then. What exactly do you do? Something that can be a check.
Probably try and move through this like ground zone first, just like focusing on like ground mobility, like not using thrusters or anything like that. Like how fast can I move through this area? Then maybe like how fast I can move through using the thrusters. How fast can I move through while still like engaging targets with like an adequate hit rate with this MG? Stuff like that. So put it through pace, basically see how it moves, how it like differs to the old gym.
Did you make sure to adjust for the Gym 2 stats?
No, I forgot the Gym 2 is in fact different than the stat block
Yep.
we had.
So it has armor. It has a shield HP 6,
Okay.
armor 3, frame 3,
Yep.
mobility 4, reactor 3, systems 4.
Ooh, that is a nice step up.
No, actually, from the Gen 1 and Gen 2 stuff, this is a step down. But compared to in this era, yes, it is a step
Yeah.
up.
Step up from last when we were using the stats for them in this era where it was threes across the board. This feels better. Still, yeah, not as nice before, but still feels pretty good, I'm sure.
Yeah, make me a move check.
Sure. Ooh. That would be 2 success.
2 success. You're running about in this place. Your feet bite into the ground as you turn corners and pop shots off at Tisaku's. It's poultry since you are point blank, and you know where they are. But it's moving nicely. The controls feel good. They feel extremely fast.
All right. Yeah. I guess basically my plan would be if it basically keep increasing speed going through this course until it becomes like that much more difficult versus like doing this with a like old style gym. So it'd be a matter of like just basically if the new like threshold is higher because this thing is better, just keep trying to push to match that level of performance.
Yep. The only thing you have not attempted is a jump.
Oh, let's give that a go and try and like see how much more powerful this thing is with the new thrusters. See if it's
I would like you to make another move check.
alrighty. Oh man, the dice are not they're not being exciting. It's 1 success. Rolled. I just fuck up there. I just screwed up something on my sheet and now it's not showing success. It did in fact see I rolled an 11 into the 12, but have I done?
Oh no. Let me see. I see what's the problem. Okay, I can fix this.
Sorry about that. I'm testing the machine and I broke the spreadsheet. That's embarrassing.
Here.
It's my
You
conditional
get a blue screen on your terminal.
Oh, that would be like terrible because just the whole thing would go fucking blue. Just go blind.
just surrounded by the fucking blue screen. Sounds like a nightmare.
Okay, then reference 22222 13. Hang on, 1. This should be correct, although I will need just gonna. Yep. See, fixed it. I know I know how to use Excel. Not Excel, this is Google Sheets. I'm self-taught, I did it. How
You
many
did it.
successes?
I think it should be 1. Or no, I rolled an 11, threshold of 12. So I guess is that 2 then? Is that?
Nope.
Ooh,
I know another. I see another problem. The 13 is where the 12 should be. There we go. Your sheet is now fixed.
Huzzah! Thank you, oh wise and August GM.
I'm not a GM. You're piloting a gym.
you are the gym.
Yep. So you get it moving. You jump up. You feel that sense of vertigo. The moment you hit what's it? The maximum the maximum point of your jump, and you start to fall back to the earth. Give yourself a short boost as your feet bite into the ground again. Feels good. Oliva, you finally managed to figure out how to get this panel open.
Oh, gee,
After much cajoling.
Much trial and error.
He's just fiddling with the thing. Like, I miss the old fucking cockpit. I'm never using one of these newfangled machines if they come out with these.
Oh, Haliva, he doesn't know.
They better fucking fix this.
I was like, yeah, out the cockpit, like, man, I sure hope this isn't going to be standard issue or something. And then Faust is just looking at him like we went over this, Halva.
I was kind of hoping that Hollow was like, yeah, my picture of me and Foss, we went out for drinks or something.
When we went out for drinks, Matro looks inside. I knew it.
He has like a little baseball keychain hanging from like the equivalent of the dashboard.
Covered in the blood of that kid from the baseball.
Yeah, that child you beat up.
He called the what was the team name for
the Pharaohs.
Yeah, the Pharaohs. They insulted the Pharaohs, so you beat him senseless.
Yep. Then you, Halava, and Courage get to start walking out. Courage says, Lieutenant and Matcher and Lieutenant Foster already moved on ahead.
Well, dang. Guess I should be on my way then. My mistakes are this entire thing's been a pain to get working.
You see her nervously smile. Yeah, a real pain.
You all right there?
Never better.
You sure? You seem nervous.
It's like riding a bicycle. You never really forget.
Mm-hmm. He kind of starts up his gym. Can he make a sort of perception there, which might be a empathy keen or empathy tact, I imagine.
What are you exactly trying to tell?
How nervous? How nervous is she?
You don't need to make a check for this. It's the same vibes as obviously not studied for the test.
Gotcha. Listen, if you need a minute to like get the controls down, maybe you should hop in the Sims.
No, I can do this. It's a gym. I was trained on a gym.
You sure? 'Cause I feel like, these aren't toys. If you don't know what you're doing.
Potato, potato.
Potato.
I know what I said.
Mm-hmm. He starts it up. How easy is it for him to get into the swing of things?
They did not change how any of the controls work. The sticks are exactly the same. It's really just getting used to the change in the field of vision.
Jesus, this thing's disorienting to drive, but besides that, it's just a gym.
Kurt says maybe you'll get used to it.
Hopefully. This is too much information for me to process. It's much easier when there's only 3 panels.
It's not quite like that. It's more like, I don't know. You've been suddenly freed. Your vision has suddenly become extremely free.
Gotcha. Still, too much information.
Start walking out on the tarmac. It's another bright, sunny summer day in Senegal.
Do I see the other 2?
You do see them doing stuff in the mobility course.
Can I make a roll for that?
Yeah. What is Fall doing exactly?
Right. So Matro is definitely doing like a walk or run. Faust was like going with that first, on their way to the mobility course, like walking, jogging, running. And she's been mostly focusing on analog control, but considering how psychometry works, it's definitely been working with her. And she's if she's noticed, like, oh, this thing works on a hair trigger. Like that slightest move of the joystick is like, ooh, it's like an extension of her body. It feels like. So as Metro begins to, go all out with his Gym 2, Faust decides she's going to do the same, putting all her focus onto like moving the Alex as mobile as she can, just gunning it basically, but like with intense focus.
I'd like you to make me a move check with a +2.
Move check +2, so that's a 15 and be a 17.
Don't fuck this up.
9, 10. 8 successes.
8 successes. Hey, Metro, when you look behind you to see how Faust is doing, I'm pretty sure you just saw Faust do a dive in a mobile suit. Like not like go down on an altitude. I mean like a swimmer's dive. When she did her when she did her jump, she did a backflip.
This is great.
Seems like the new suit is performing adequately.
Faust is like, yes. She's just moving, running through the course, jumping off buildings. She's basically running this like a TSF, which only
Only I
Gomi,
understand.
only I understand.
I
But yeah,
noticed.
she's moving. She's moving pretty quick. She's like popping. You know that image of like the video of like the two zombies like slowly turning the corner, but the Gundam just goes out from nowhere and just blasts them. It's basically that, but with like with the Husk Zaku's, just like diving from building to building, shooting at them with her paintballs.
That's exactly the thing I was basing this off of.
Yeah.
Oliver,
Mm-hmm.
you get to see that.
You see Holiver's gym, like this awful curdling metal sound of metal grinding against each other as Holiver's gym is clapping.
Hell yeah. Natural thinking to himself, clapping for your girlfriend. But yeah, no, Faust is moving. She's like, oh my goodness, the sensitivity input is insane, but like, he just kind of gets it, man. It's definitely helping with the Saikamu interpreting her brain patterns and helping her move along.
Yep, courage gets on. Nothing quite fancy, but yes, who cranked the mouse sensitivity to 10? Not, she's going through the course. Nothing fancy. Very economical movements. No wasted energy on anything really. Not flashy though. Hey, Alba, make me a move check.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop. That's 9 out of just standard move check. 3 successes.
3 successes. Yep, feels good. Better than your old gym. Once they're nice. It jumps higher now. You can get more thrust out of more directions. You don't have to rely on the ambacs quite as much.
Jesus, this thing feels like how it is on a colony. I thought Earth's gravity would affect it, but I suppose the upgrades really did their job.
As Faust is moving, she's still moving pretty crazily, but she's basically like talking as she does this of like, as Faust can currently tell, it appears that this upgrade CAC might finally be what the Federation was looking for.
You see, Courage with Chips. I would concur.
That being said, the beam rifle's probably gonna take a toll on this thing's power, so I won't get used to this level of thruster control.
We
Are you
may
sure?
have to.
You see Courage literally flipping through it. I'm pretty sure they upgraded the power plant.
Oh no, I'm sure they did. What I'm saying is that the beam rifle is still gonna be an improvement over the original gem. But since we're not using a spray gun anymore, it's gonna be taking up a little bit more power. The Federation is switching out the spray gun, right?
Yes.
No, like he says that in character. Like we are switching out the spray gun, right? Like that's one of the things. Like what I read on the report.
That is true.
Faust is moving, and she's like, "That is correct. The Federation is looking to improve the green spray gun design for more firepower rather than rapid fire, more precise shots. The Federation is still testing the use of ECAPs for beam weaponry in order to help with mobile suit power plants.
Yeah, Foss, the biggest problem with ECAPs currently is that they're too fucking expensive.
Yeah, so it's very much a case of they need to. It's very much a case of trying to reduce costs. I'd say this is about the time for us actually starts moving like a fucking cracked up Doberman and just you know, lands and turns to her team.
Yep. Next test. To the firing range, I guess.
You get a feel for these new weapons.
Are we using the or is this just like, yeah, here's your weapons, just use like with actual ammo, or is this paint? Or
So, you are brought over. You are instructed over by air traffic control to go over to the firing range, mobile suit firing range. What you see is targets ranging from 500 meters, which is basically a knife fight, to 2 kilometers, which is a respectably long distance in a normal engagement.
right.
That's not your theoretical maximum, but that's close to, like, what's the word? The highest median value you'll see.
Right.
And there you see lined up for the new beam rifles.
Right. I guess they'll have me using the newer beam rifle instead of the Alex's. Right. That makes sense.
Well, the thing is, like, beam rifle is beam rifle.
Yeah. Yeah. So Fausta is gonna go grab her beam rifle.
Anyway, we could
Yes.
be testing new hyper bazookas today. Never was really good with these things.
Burge said,
Are
but
we?
we tested those like a year ago. They already
Yeah.
finalized a design on those.
That's fair.
Faust takes her weapon. She's like, once we finish up testing, you're free to use the weapons you're comfortable with. However, but being a test pilot means to use use equipment you aren't used to. 4 years of testing should have already taught you that.
Too, because so remember, Halava spent 2 years at Academy.
Right. 2 years yeah. 2 years of being a test pilot must have taught you that already.
It did. It just space is much different than on Earth. I feel like shaking off the rust isn't exactly gonna get good results, but we'll see.
that
And
Faust.
Kurt says, isn't the whole reason that we were chosen to keep the baseline the same, though?
That is exactly the reason. And yeah, I guess Faust is going to now point her beam rifle at a target. I'm gonna say, so you said 500. Yeah, first she's gonna fire it at 500 kilometers.
500 kilometers?
500 meters. Sorry, I'm American.
Wait.
It will
I
happen.
supply.
Again.
I hit a target across the breadth of European Russia.
That's right, bitch. I mean, holy shit! The
You're using
lightning
a,
strike.
also, I was gonna say a beam weapon on Earth, a target 500. Yeah. Unless we're going into some flat Earth theory, I don't think you're hitting anything.
500 meters. The target at 500 meters. It's basically a cutout of like a Gelgoog. It's a metal
Right.
cutout.
So I'm a fire at it.
You take aim. Give yourself a +2 for a
fire
cheat
shot.
sheet. Yeah, cheat sheet.
And a 5. Just kidding. I haven't rolled yet. 5, 10, 13. Well, you know what? It did knock the dice into a 5, so I beats it. One success.
One success.
Yeah.
Nice hit square on it. You see a explosion, and the target still stands though, like it's supposed to. It is peppered with holes.
Yep.
Courage
legit.
walks up. She takes a stab at a target 900 meters. Same result. Held center mass. Nice explosion. A good shot all around. Matro. You're up.
I'm gonna take a knee and take aim at the furthest out target and try and make use of the new magnification to see if I can pop a shot out as far as possible with this beam weapon.
Okay, then, at the very extent of its range, I'd like you to make this at a just a straight roll, no modifier, because if this was normal combat, that's an aim shot. I feel like.
All right. Let's see if the dice play nice.
So the +2 would cancel out the -2.
Yeah, makes sense. Yep. That is 4 success.
Yep. So you see this Zaku husk, and suddenly the offending Zaku husk no longer exists.
Nice shot, Metro.
I have to say, the beam rifle is a massive improvement on the old spray gun.
Urge looks over to Foss and says, "Is this much different than the Gundam beam rifle you were using during the war?"
Okay, wait. The Gym 2 beam rifle looks like, right, I remember. She looks at the beam rifle and she says, it's lighter, more efficient than the. It's lighter and more efficient than the previous beam rifle. It'll take some getting used to.
Urge says, "The power of a battleship in the palm of our hands." Nice.
Why we don't need battleships anymore.
I suspect that most battleships will most likely be more so used to for defense lines and transporting mobile suits.
That's called a carrier.
Oliver. No, actually, it's called a fast battleship.
My bad. Oliver would be a snarky asshole even if he is factually wrong.
Oh,
You feel Faust like she
Look at
thinks
you.
about it. Yeah, the Gundam just turns and looks at you.
Doesn't say anything.
Yeah,
Matro
sure staring.
uses the proselytize my anti-battleship theories. Warships should serve no purpose other than to move mobile suits into the fight, as far as I'm concerned.
Yo, Mastro is a carrier-only person.
Yeah.
Get rid of the beam cannons on the ship. Useless.
Yeah. Basically, all they need is
Okay.
like Sea Whiz. Is anything a battleship can do, mobile suits can do better. And this pains me as like a big old fan of battleships in real life, but yeah,
It is true.
In Gundam, they don't make any damn sense anymore, or at least in Matro's opinion.
Oh, you're up to the plate. Batters up.
Alright, Halva is just going to... so it's a Zaku Husk, correct?
Yep, you see some Doms as well, Magellans. You see a couple decommissioned gyms, actually.
To make sure that this thing's not a fluke, he's going to space his shots out like 5 seconds apart. 3 shots, 3 different targets, medium range. Just to test like the power capacity of this thing.
Okay then, make me a skill check. Shoot, just fire order. You know the one.
Okay, that is 9 out of, I want to say, 11 maybe? Let me double check that. Tact, systems, 12, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 successes.
4 successes. You hit it the first time. Do it again.
Okay.
And a -2 because this is an additional skill check.
2 failures.
You missed your next target. Do it again at a -4.
I mean, I was mostly doing that for flavor, but okay.
I'm introducing you to a mechanic.
Fun fact. You wanna know a fun fact?
You failed?
Boxcars.
Oh.
Oh.
Halva's
Someone's
verb
stress
blows
testing the
the fuck
equipment.
up.
Halva, you... There's a problem.
Mhm.
That problem is you have this set at max power. You just tapped out the magazine.
His
You
screen
can't do a
goes
4th
black.
shot. No. The gun.
I
The
see.
gun's charged. You've dried it too quickly.
Hmm.
You pull the trigger again, there's nothing.
Yeah, Thoth is noticing how much he's firing at the output, and she's like, Halva, I suggest that you lower the output. You seem to have forgotten to set it at testing output rather than combat.
No, maximum output.
Or, well, rather than maximum output.
I was just blowing holes in the friggin' range at the moment.
Massive explosions. Everyone's like, what the fuck are we under attack? Oh.
I just took the power of battleship my hands comment to heart and just decided to prove it.
He's wearing the goggles, beam rifles reflected off them. Power of battleship.
In the palm of my hand.
Maybe they shouldn't give newbies who are gonna be piloting this thing the option to blow a hole straight through a city block. And then
That will presumably be handled.
Yep, and now we know that it takes 4 shots to power this piece of junk down. I mean,
Then
4
you see
fully powered shots, parentheses.
then you see Matro, you see Courage flip through it and says it should be rated at normal power for 12 shots.
Oh, just more testing on that.
Recharge.
That is.
Then you notice her looking at it. Recharge 50 seconds.
Well, I guess we'll give that a go once the recharge rate is up. If you don't mind, Halva.
Yeah, so you sit there for the next 4 minutes waiting. for a couple shots. You're currently at 5.
Oh, 50 seconds for one.
Yeah, so the way pre ECAP weapons work, beam weapons work is you fire them, and then as you hold them, they recharge.
Oh, Jesus, that's okay.
The thing is, you have like 7 to 12 shots in the battery and in the rifle itself, and firefights don't last that long.
That's fair.
So by the time you get to the next firefight, you're back to full.
Is there any option for them to charge while like stowed, or is it only while handheld?
I believe when you're flying around, you're supposed to hold them in your hand.
Interesting.
It works on the same principle as cordless chargers. So I don't see any reason why they couldn't have it be charged while stowed, but I have not seen anything that explicitly states that.
Interesting. Put that in the like user notes of like, because there are occasionally times it's nice to be able to use the suit's hands without having the gun held. So like being able to charge it while stowed would be nice. Just add to the notes that bitching that, oh man, ECAP sure would be sweet, even if they are expensive. But fair.
It is an improvement based on the Gym 1's power plant, which was a minute per shot for a recharge.
And these are a lot better shots.
Granted, that was also testing against the old beam rifle, so.
Fair.
Here's another fun fact. During the 1-year war, leaders of mobile suit teams would often get one beam rifle assigned to them for the team leader to use.
Interesting.
Expensive.
Yeah, the thing is, it's the Sherman Firefly treatment, as I like calling it.
I'd like to fire another shot, please.
Okay then, Faust. What would you like to do?
Yeah, she's gonna now aim at a further target, and I'd say like the halfway point and take a shot at it.
Okay, 1 kilometer. Go ahead.
Right. Do I keep the +2 or is it just 13 or is it what?
You have not described anything that would give you a +2
Oh,
or a negative
yeah.
modifier for that.
This rifle has a handle, right?
Yeah, it has a supporting handle.
So basically, Faust did in her first shot, like with one arm to see, So now she's going to grab the handle, aim her shot, steady it, and like focus her thoughts into like aiming the target a kilometer ahead of her.
I could give you this a +3 then.
Right? Eight, so that would be a 12. With 5 successes.
5 successes. You blow this sucker away. That Magellan does not exist.
Oh, wait, we shot him. Oh, it was a tank. Okay.
Magellan attack tank.
Right, yeah. So if Faust takes a shot, she's narrowing down. Now she's doing this with like one hand on the console, like between shots, writing down, different details and stuff. Now she's gonna take another shot at the furthest one.
At a minus, at just a +1, same thing again.
All right. Yeah. 2, 2, 3. So 7. Nice. Seems the farther the target is, the better she gets. That would be 7 successes, or 8 successes actually.
Another resounding success.
Nice. With taking shots at targets from each range, she starts noting down different scientific techno babble of like, noting the pilots will probably have to get used to the weight difference between their original because for Faust it was more so her beam rifle was heavier, but for regular pilots it'd be more so their beam spray gun was lighter. So she notes that pilots will have to get used to the difference in weight in order to keep their shots effective. Noting usable distance as long as it can go. She basically takes a shot at like nothing to see how far the beam travels using the zoom function, writes that down. Is writing down, the recharge rate of the rifle depending on a mobile suit. So like I assume like this isn't reflected in the stats, but the Alex probably has a better generator than the Gym 2s, right?
I don't remember off the top of my head, actually.
I would assume so. It's just not reflected in the stats because the Alice was basically like the pinnacle of Gundam technology during the 1 Year War. But yeah, basically she writes all that down, and she's basically waiting for the others to finish up with their reports so they can move on to another test.
Actually, you notice something very interesting about the Gym 2's stats versus what's your current ride.
What's that?
The Gym 2 has a better power plant.
Damn. I assumed that would have been part of the retrofit company's
Yes.
weapon, right? Yeah. I assumed they would have done the
Marginally
same
better.
with
Just like 90 kilowatts ahead. Because Gundam power plants are measured like engines with like the
Right.
same amount of power because it's deranged.
Right. So yeah, if I was to take a note of that, she would have she was thinking to herself like, yeah, they probably fitted the power plant too, right? But it doesn't seem to be the case. So she's gonna have to note that down. And she's just kind of looking at her teammates, like, you guys ready to get moving?
Yeah. Next test, scrimmage against Gabaldis.
Oh, this is it. All right, Faust gets ready. It's time for a skirmish. Who are the pilots we're up against?
Yep. So you, Metro, I believe you are done conducting your shakedowns of the Gym 2s. And you have to call in that you're ready for the skirmish.
All right. Before I call and say ready, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Alva's batteries charged.
Yep, should be good.
All right. Yeah, I'll key into. Do I have to go back to essentially air traffic control and just say we're ready, or just do we move to the next area and they're ready for us?
Hold on, before
Yep.
you continue, set your settings to tase. We don't want incidents.
Yep.
That's not how that works.
How does it work?
Excellent question. How does it work? I believe
Nice.
Matcher has someone to ask on the exact details.
Of how it works.
Yes.
Nice. Is it the major, the captain who's in charge of the Alpha that I would be checking in on this with?
I believe it would be.
It's the Major Murphy.
Right.
Yeah, I'll key up to contact and say our Rio team's ready for our skirmish against the Gabaldis. Are we using powered down beam weapons, or are we going back to the paint round?
Everyone's
rifles?
reverting back to paint rounds.
Understood.
Oh, and by the way, the Gundam will not be used during the test.
Faust is a little shocked. Is a little like, huh? And she's like,
I suppose that's understandable because we're here to test the upgrade kit
right.
in this case.
Yeah,
so.
she's like,
Sorry, Faust.
that
You'll
is
have
what-
to put away your new toy for now. But I assure you, these
Faust.
are also quite nice.
Yeah, Faust is just like, then I wish you luck on your sortie. And she, kind of peels off. probably shoots off somewhere else to, do other tests.
Oh,
Yeah.
like we're just doing the 3 versus 3. We're not having like Faust switch into another gym.
No.
Ah,
I know.
Halava.
I'm watching. I'm watching from atop a cliff, arms crossed. Just kidding. It's not crossed. She's just watching the battlefield from the sidelines.
Hey, Halava.
Oh,
Tired?
Halava's gone. Tired's gone. No, we have to replace him again.
Tired is dead yet again for the second time.
Unfortunate turn of events.
Tired has gotten the former Masame treatment, where they have died twice in the same session.
So true.
so we go. You get to the episode end. We've had to keep on bringing in replacement voice actors for the character of Halava. There'll be like 8 of them by the end.
Hello, I am not tired, dumbass. I am smart. Awake, smart.
Big brain. So true.
A cunning cover.
Genius woke.
Genius woke.
That's your Quattro moment.
Anyway,
I'm that.
So Tyre, when Halava sees Faust walk away when she's told that the Gundam will not be used for this scrimmage against the Garbaldis, you can't. Her face seems neutral, but you can tell she's kind of disappointed.
hey, if we take the Towns up on their offer, I'm sure you'll have plenty of use for that thing. Don't worry.
You have a point.
Plus,
Good luck, Halava.
You too. Plus, do you really want to beat them with that unfair of an advantage? It'll only be more humiliating.
Faust doesn't really care as long as she gets her data. It's like, don't you wanna? Wouldn't that hurt the rookies? I don't care.
What about your pride?
If you ever find yourself in a fair fight, remember your tactics suck.
Well, in that case, you're not gonna get any data from that thing. That's a reused 1-year war piece of equipment. The Gym 2, now that needs
It's also
testing.
a reused. It's also a conversion read. She kind of looks to Halava. I'll inform you that the Gundam Alex has gone through refurbishment of other base, so it is testing new features. I assume they're looking at each other through cameras, like the
Because
little...
they always have a video feed.
Yeah, no. Faust immediately then just points to her head, to the crown she's wearing. Faust has to test this too. Remember?
I'm trying to make you feel better, Faust. Gosh.
Faust is just like, yeah, social interactions. Still not her strong suit.
Not sure you notice while this is all happening that Courage looks to you, then back to them again, then back to you. Then calls
I
it to her hand.
deliberately don't meet her eyes and yeah, let's carry on then.
Ignore the issue.
Yeah, it's worked so far.
So about those stuff,
About that beer I owed you.
Oh, hey there,
Yeah.
Ground.
So, Faust, you get back to base, normal part of base, and you notice a woman in a cowboy hat, and it says howdy.
Faust looks at this strange Texan woman. She seems to have a hint of German in her. She's just like, hello, as she's doesn't really know what to make of this.
Yeah, you're both sitting and watching some screens to observe the fight. Yeah, she says, you with that Riyadh team? What was it again?
Rio team.
Yeah. She gives her hand and Stallion's regiment.
The Wild Stallions. She turns to her.
Yeah, first flight.
Yes, you're that Oh, you're also an experimental unit, if I remember. You utilize different mobile suits. You utilize different mobile suits throughout your entire squadron.
And more like just the teams.
Right. I
Nothing
suppose you're
over much.
Then I suppose you're curious about our team.
Uh, sort of, but then she points at the screen. And gotta cheer for my boys.
Those are your partners. Those are your pilots.
Darn tootin'.
Who's your commander?
Oh, Captain Kurlenko.
So he's a mobile suit pilot. Yeah. In the Gabaldi beta is a 19-year-old, and she's like, Captain Kurlienko, we're ready.
Yeah, it's not happening on screen.
I was gonna say this.
Yeah, can we just like new characters, like name drop.
It's like, what's going on? It's like it's all part of the plan.
The plan.
It's all
Trust
part of
the plan.
It's all part of the connected universe.
The cinematic universe.
Yeah, so true. But yeah, Faust is like, then I wish your team the best of luck, but Faust will be rooting for hers. And
Okay.
yeah, she looks at the screens, arms crossed. That was their cameo.
Yeah. It's time to roll for initiative, please. Match or hollow, if you would.
Yes. The dice don't like me today. 1 failure.
2 failures.
All right. Well, now I feel bad about complaining loudly.
Could you roll me a tiebreaker, tired?
4.
Excellent. Yeah, okay then, let's do this. Always the worst part of combat. Initiative.
Yeah. Initiative.
Yeah.
So Chiyoko, Alex, Metro, Lloyd, Courage, Chalava. Excellent. We are all ready to go. So, not Courage. I'm Courage. Why am I talking to myself? Anyways, Metro. You see on your comms feed a man say, "Are you ready?" You're
Ready.
in front of basically a mock-up like urban center.
All set.
You hear him say, "Major Maria, we're ready if you are." Then you hear, "You may now begin the test." And you are weapons free to go into this city.
All right. Well, let's
Metro,
move in.
your orders.
Let's move in and hit them up close. It's not really dissimilar from fighting in a shoal zone in terms of like limited sight lines. But try to smash things up too much. We're not going to kind of limit collateral in urban environments, regardless of whose it is.
Understood. Start walking all around. Metro. Oh, you see 2 mobile suits pop around the corner and they take shots at you.
I will attempt to dodge back around into cover.
Very well then.
So just a standard move.
Dodge. Yeah, dodge.
Dodge. Oh boy. Nope. That's failed by 4. Where are we sitting at
Ooh, and they,
on narrative right now? Because I am not
4.
feeling like I want to eat that. I think I'd like to re-roll that if folks are okay.
Remember, it's paint rounds. You don't suffer damage. You just suffer things to your pride.
Yeah, exactly. That's an important thing to be protected right now, I feel. So I'd like to protect that. And also, yeah. Oh, no. For all the times I've given Swappy grief about dropping dice, guess what I just managed to do? Completely off the side of my desk.
That's
what I
right.
deserve.
That's why you need a cup.
I've never missed the desk before. I have no idea. It was... Oh, well. Exactly. I will attempt... Yeah, with the reroll, that is... Yeah, that moves it down to 2 success versus 4 failure. So I feel that was a worthwhile usage.
Not at all. 6 and 9.
Well, okay, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, so you're getting peppered with
Lit
paint
up.
rounds right now.
There's
You feel the mobile shoot shake, and then Courage fires rounds back at them. And they keep around the corner. That's what it is now. Your turn.
It's probably what I'm gonna.
I'm going to attempt to use the extra ability provided by the booster to pop up over the top of the building and take a shot at one of them before dropping back down.
Okay then.
I don't know if that would be
I'm looking to make a snapshot.
snapshot. Okay. That's better. That is 4 success.
Yep. So you see these Galvaldi betas with proudly with the letters on their shoulders, EFGF, just hunkering around this corner. You pop up, you throw shots into them. They weren't expecting you to use a mobile suit like that. And your rounds start to dig into their shoulders, splattering them with orange. Something just hit my window. Oh, I didn't hear glass, so I will promptly ignore it for the time being. Yeah, anyways, you see one of them return fire. Make a move check at a -2.
Okay. Oh, that's not as bad of a roll. That is 4 success.
4 success, excellent. Versus Lloyd's 2, you dodge the rounds. I decided as a new mechanic, if you move and shoot, you get a free dodge and a -2 modifier.
Oh, I like that.
He's like, it feels better to move and shoot then.
Yeah, versus just stacking up all the bonuses and just trying to blow things away immediately.
I feel like it gives more variety. Bird says, your orders.
Push them now and try and finish these 2 off before the third shows up. Or I guess, or is that the third one firing from another location just fired at me, wasn't it?
Yeah, they're all clustered up right now.
Oh, in that case, try and push up a side street, get in close.
Actually, Harvard's going to unhook a paint grenade, and he's like, I think I have a better idea if we want to take a shot.
See that? Seems like a good idea. Give it a try.
And he narrowed up point because you willed that grenade into existence.
Oh yeah. He before the fight, he was like, "Hey, could you get some of those giant paint files you're using for the bullets? Just tape them together,
Duct tape, really large duct tape around the fucking layers upon layers of duct tape.
Well
Just
done
a
together.
5-gallon drum full of paint he's gonna throw at them.
Exactly. Just just put like an explosive in this 5-gallon drum of paint.
A little one. Yeah. Courage starts to go around the building. Oliva,
Alright, once
you
this... Mhm.
make a tact ordnance systems.
Once this thing pops, that's everyone's signal to move in. Just like Matra said.
It's good.
Alright, so what's the roll again?
Tact ordnance systems.
Okay, that is my regular roll. Oh no. Okay, tact ordnance systems, oh no, okay, that's...
You didn't get boxcars, did you?
No, I got 9 successes.
9 successes.
Pretty sure you just like embedded that in the visor of one of those Gabaldis before it went off.
They do have a dodge roll. One moment. I need to do these checks. It's 4, 9, 5, 6. That is really bad. 17 on 4 failures. Okay, so Halava, you throw this jug. It lands right in the middle of them. It's going. That's where its trajectory is going. You see one start to move away. It's slightly splattered. Right into Courage. And then you see her with the dummy beam saber. Or yeah, what does Courage do? Yeah, fuck him up. Uh, right into Courage's dummy beam saber. The spring foam smacks into the collarbone. And now that's pretty. You hear Maria say, "Hey, Chioko, oh, Alex, you're dead." And they start to file off the field.
You hear apologies over the radio.
Nacho, is now your turn again.
Okay, let's see here. At this point, I'll probably try and just pop out across. Can we do the thing where, like, do we have enough boosters on our feet to do the like skipping along the ground movement?
No,
Okay.
you can make very big jumps though.
Okay. Is it enough to jump? Like, yeah, we can't. I assume we can't clear one of the buildings in the way.
Easily, extremely easily, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt sort of the same check instead of popping right back down where I was. The like jump up again to get like high, take a shot, and then like land it. And basically, I'm trying to advance closer to them, but like by not advancing up the street, which presumably they might expect more. That makes
No attacking?
makes sense. I know I'm gonna try and pop shots as I go over. But let's go with like more like suppression fire because I don't want to stay above the roof line like long enough to line up a proper shot. I'm just trying to close.
Very well then. I'd like you to make me a move check.
Okay. Oh, that started off so well and then turned out less good. First dice came up with 1, and then the other 2 span, and both on 6s. So that is 1 failure.
Okay then. You start to move. Now you may make your a snapshot at a -1.
Okay. 1. That is 1 success then.
One success. You start to suppress the last Gobaldi. And then your feet bite into the street again. It goes for a shot on Kurt. One moment, let me roll this. You, not Courage, Holloway. You see from across the corridor, the street. Just Courage tries to move towards the last Garibaldi and just absolutely slaughtered with paint rounds. You hear Major Maria say, "Hey, Courage, you're done." And she starts to move off the field.
What is she doing? Why did she charge without infantry support? You need infantry support.
Oliver, it is now your turn.
Oliver, time to be the infantry support.
Oliver puts on a little Napoleon cap.
I've got to do it now. It's all up to me.
Sorry, that was an obscure reference to a film nobody's watched. Anyways, Oliver sort of takes. Does Oliver have a bazooka with paint rounds or a rifle with paint rounds?
A rifle with paint rounds.
All right.
Rifle.
Rifle.
Okay or no?
He
went deep on that Napoleon thing.
I still can't get over the Napoleon was transracial comment that I saw like 4 months ago.
Dear God.
For the sake of my brain, I don't want to try and think that one through right now, but I will request
Napoleon
explanation.
is an ethnic Italian. And yet he is the most French thing ever.
I mean, I guess, but it's not like he'd call himself that either. Because, like, Corsikans wouldn't call themselves Italian up until, like, post-unification. And, it's interesting.
Anyways, Holloway.
Yeah, Oliver's. Who's next in turn? I just either go me.
Your bottom of turn.
Gotcha. My mistake. Oh, this is the old guard combat. I'm very tired. Sorry about that.
Oh,
On
the name
brand.
makes sense. So tired, so sleepy.
So sleepy. Anyways.
EP maxing.
It matters not. Oliver's going to be like, fast Metro. I really don't want to lose somebody else this turn. I really don't want to lose anybody else this combat, so let's just keep things safe. I'm just gonna drag them out with a few paint rounds. Once they're out in the open, you spray their ass. Gotcha?
Honestly, I think Halva's hand grenade, managing to catch it,
Metro.
fucking annoyed.
You notice something. Holloway just on habit mentioned Faust.
Oh, yeah, no, that
plan.
was... Yeah. Listen, I feel like we're a little thrown off because we are, like, used to being a 4-man band, and it's normally Hallow and Faust as the, like, wingman, so it makes sense. But also confirms further. The evidence grows.
I'm imagining a match. You know the fucking scene of like, can we talk about the mail? I've been dying to talk about the mail with you all day. It's just that, but it's in Macho and Courage. It's like, can we talk about Oliver and Fast? I've been dying to talk with you about Oliver and Fast all day, Courage.
There's that, or we could narrative point another grenade in, and he just Jordans. Like he just stalks on the sky.
It was pretty entertaining. I will say that. But yeah, if you want to just suppress them, I can like
Press
try and make use of the
fire,
opportunity.
Halva.
Alright. Yeah. Suppressing
Just,
fire. What would this roll
just
be?
a, just a shot. Your regular one with the +1.
Alright, this is the intention of, like, getting them out of their position. Like, shooting in such a way that if they stay in their position, they're going to get shot.
I don't see how that would work. They're currently behind the building. You can't see them.
Could I flank and then try and shoot them?
Sure, make it a snapshot then.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you just try to flush them out with fire. Makes
Okay, 6, 9 out of... would this be keen or tact? Or poise?
Snapshot.
Oh,
Snapshot, snapshot.
I don't... there we go. And so that's poise. 7. 11. 3 successes.
Versus 5 successes. You see the last Galbaldi move deeper into this tree before you get a shot on it. Macho, it's your turn.
right. I'm gonna try and move up, like, if on a parallel street to Alva, and then like keep trying to push up, and then basically as I come to the next the next intersection where like I think I should be in line with them, like increase speed and like drop down, basically try and slide slide along the pavement so that when I cross the street I'm not at like normal mobile suit height. I'm going to be like down from and like fire up into them because I figure they will. I'm trying to play with all the angles of if they're expecting us to be like on the ground before I went high. Now
Yeah,
I'm trying
they're
to go
not-
low.
I'm just thinking, like, yeah, Macho's thinking, these guys are groundies. They're not used to fighting 360 degrees.
That's exactly it. So yeah. Plus, I guess I'm basically baseball sliding around the corner with like a machine gun, which is amusing. And I did not
Hilarious.
intend to make it baseball, but there we have it.
I'm sorry. Real quick. I can't wait to do a session in Muzzle Cognitive where we completely reverse this scenario.
Yeah, Otherworld and Gundam. It's just this fight.
Meanwhile, in Muzzlov, these the Rio team is getting their ass handed by the 3 psychopaths in their TSS. They're not psychopaths, but it's funny to call them that because they pilot them like they are.
Yeah, the thing is that's just what a fighter pilot does. Have you ever met a fighter pilot? Deeply
True.
unwell people.
I'm sorry, but like fucking
Bro,
Halva
make a
managing
snapshot for me.
Snapshot. Okay.
With a +2 for point blank.
Right. Again. That is 4 success.
Or success. You see this Gabaldi start to move the moment you come around to throw itself behind another street. And as you're firing, one of them hits the cockpit, splattering it orange. And your Major Maria says, "Lloyd, you're done." And you just hear, "God damn it!"
Oh, Lloyd was the last one taken out? I thought he was one of the first. Okay. Makes sense, though, that he'd be the last one standing.
You could literally see the name on the initiative order.
I'm sorry. I'm doing something while you guys are doing that. I'm just listening in. Just like Fast is.
You hear Major Maria says, "Go get cleaned off. We'll run this again from the top." And you guys then do this for a couple hours.
Do they keep curb stopping them, or is it trading wins and losses?
It's trading wins and losses. It's pretty much whoever takes the initiative first ends up winning, usually.
Right.
Which is the sign of that the machines are pretty much equally matched, and the skill is pretty much equally matched. It's whoever gets to drop on who first.
Right.
And
Makes
now it
sense.
is it's lunchtime. And boy oh boy, were those mobile suit cockpits fucking hot. Metro,
Yeah.
you
I was gonna say, how well does the AC keep up in these things?
about you're not super aware of how good it was on the Gym one because you never used them on Earth. But this is not great.
Okay. Well, it's
You are like sitting, I don't know, a couple meters above a nuclear reactor.
well, makes sense. Like, add that to the list of like we should look into like refurbing that system while working in like tropical climates.
Maybe a tropical version? Question mark.
Yeah. Good old Gundam. Of course, is the version for that.
Well, actually, there has to be one because sand does get everywhere.
It's coarse and gritty, and
It gets
It's
into all
everywhere.
the filters.
yeah. Just need to go sell some BattleTech style coolant vests. It's fine.
So, you are very appreciative of the fact that you are not in a normal suit right now. You just have the EFGF pilot's helmet on, which is open faced, and you get out of your gym and onto the scaffolding. And you notice Courage like literally waving her hand at herself to throw more air. Ugh. It's so hot in there.
I have to add it to the checklist of changes.
Val spent the entire match just kind of writing down what she's observing on her report. Presumably, while Dana continuously tries to make small talk, is like, I don't know, like they're sportscasters, but Faust is just like, yep.
Exactly. And Faust is there to greet them in the hangar, I imagine.
Yeah, Faust enters, and she's a part of her is like, all right, that Dana lady, she sure likes talking. That is a thing she likes to do a lot. And she's like, good work out there, everyone, as she enters the hangar. Presumably, actually, yeah, she walks in with the Gundam. Why not? I assume they like had her park it outside, but now she's entering the hangar with the cockpit open. It's like, good work, everyone. You performed very well today, considering some of your first times fighting in atmosphere, or well, fighting ground combat. You two are pretty much even the entire engagement. So this has given valuable data that I'll be overlooking. Faust will be overlooking.
Do we have any other weapon options that are like ranged? Any other weapons that are like paint round equipped? Because like I know Halva is more of a prefers the
No,
bazooka, for
actually,
example.
it's just 90s.
No, fair enough.
That's the training equipment.
Yeah,
Because
no, the
when the
fucking
bazooka hits something, it destroys it, and that's not beam rifles don't exactly have a safe mode.
needs some. What is that? What's it called? Miles gear, where it's the fucking you play laser tag for way too much damn money.
No, if you want to really get training for that, for like using beam rifles, you go to you turn on the sim mode.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but you need to like make sure like the mobile suit can actually run through the paces.
Yeah, we're trying to test the like actual suits
Fake.
rather than theoreticals. So
Yeah, the data that may or may not be true.
No, makes sense.
Yeah, it's currently lunch. You're all sitting around a pop-up table eating. Matro, when you suddenly hear someone yell, Matro?
Turn my head to look.
Faust thinks to herself, like, "Oh boy, not word for word, but she's this does not seem unexpected for her." As she's continuing to write down research notes.
You see an ensign, and someone you've not seen in a very long time. There's Raucha Nash.
How
Recently graduated from flight school, ensign. She runs up to you and skids in front of you. Metro!
Batra will probably stand up and
Hug.
yeah. I was like, well, he's not going to care. It's been a long time. He'll grab his cousin and give her a hug. Didn't realize you'd be here. It's been way too long.
Yeah, she scratches the back of her head. Yeah, they had me on a Gobaldi.
It's nice. You'll have to tell me all about it. We've been testing the gym upgrade kits. And I will introduce you to my team. Everyone, this is my cousin. I don't know if you want me to actually run through everyone. Introductions or not, but
Matcher is like internally dreading this. Oh no.
And so she's in the ensign's uniform of EFGF
SF,
or
yeah.
SF. Okay.
Yeah, SF. Don't ask the string. You know strings were pulled. You don't need to ask.
It's a Matro family tradition at this point.
She looks over to you, Metro. When did you get here?
Yesterday.
Well, why didn't you tell anyone?
I figured we'd wait till we were settled in before messaging you. I didn't assume that it would come up. I didn't know anyone was going to be in Dakar. Didn't figure one day's notice would matter too much.
Well, the last time I saw you was 5 years ago. How have you been?
Gotta think about that. I was like, how? Oh, he's just gonna lie. It's busy. It's been keeping busy since war with research. Because I assume Matcher is kept in contact occasionally with family because he's got no. This isn't like the jump to old guard where he's not in contact with people. He just hasn't been around.
You did spend a year out in the belt.
Yeah.
Right before the war.
So it's probably just a lot of length to send a letter, but he's not the most doesn't write a lot of those. So it's probably oh fuck, it's been 6 months since I remember to send one. Here's an info dump of everything I think is pertinent. Rinse and repeat. He's very good at keeping up on official paperwork. Very bad at timely updates to personal correspondence.
I see.
Bad cousin.
Listen, I consider myself quite close to my cousins, and I realize I very definitely go 3 to 4 years without actually remembering to talk to them directly. Depending on the branch.
The space ace problem doesn't help with it either.
Yeah.
Well, then Racho looks to the rest of you. Well, nice to meet you, but do you know how long you're going to be here?
I think I would probably know that, right?
Yeah, Macho would
I was
possibly also.
gonna say, it's theoretically,
how
Steve
long?
Commander, I should know.
How long are we staying?
For at least the next 4 months.
Yeah, Faust, while not looking up from her paper, is just like 4 months.
4 months? It's like, well, I'll have to take you through Dakar then.
That'd be great. We
Oh,
haven't. I haven't been here in years since you were. Since your child, but it's really at 28. You still think of like a 19-year-old as a child, so it's like
No, I'm just imagining Macho just like puts his hand down near his waist like you were this tall.
yeah.
Yeah, when's your next day off? And you get shore leave.
Well, we would just have actual leave like normally. Presumably, we're not going to be working like
24/7? No, you're not at
24/7.
war.
We're probably on like Monday to Friday schedule at this point.
It is currently Thursday actually.
So should be Saturday.
Yeah, I'll show you around.
That'd be great. And I brought you to show some of my team around. Alva here has never been on Earth before, so I'm not much of a tour guide. So
Oh, really?
maybe a fresh perspective might be of some help.
Yep, a bit different than Colony. A lot bigger, no ceiling.
Worse air conditioning.
Much worse.
Groucho laughs. Well, if you thought this was bad, you should have seen Jaburo. Way worse.
Worse than a desert.
That's-
Jesus.
Oh, right.
No.
She graduated from Flight
It's
Academy.
like, yeah. Groucho says, once you go topside, it's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity.
Faust looks up from her paper like, did you train at Jaburo?
Oh, no, I trained at the Dakar Academy. It's just, well, when Dad was there, I went there.
I see.
And where is he now?
Oh, she says, currently on deployment. All I know is Southeast East Asia. I can't tell you more than that.
Oh, fair enough. I hope to catch up to him before we rotate, space side again. If we rotate space side again, I suppose. And like Matra will like pull another chair up to the table so she can join the rest of the team for while they're still on lunch at least. And he will like probably fire off a battery question to ask after, the assorted extended Dash family, which would be probably very boring for anyone else to listen in on.
Yeah, Uncle Ricky on her side of the family, not your Uncle Ricky, her Uncle Ricky.
Damn.
Makes sense.
I actually, one moment, I need to look at the chart. Wait 1 second.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Groucho asks, have you ever heard anything from Aunt Myrene? Myrea?
Not for a while. Like, what is it? It's June.
Yeah.
It's so I'm either 6 months due for another letter in 6 months. We don't talk often.
Metro.
That's incident.
And he'll look like distinctly uncomfortable at this, and like
You should respond to letters more frequently.
I prefer to send one longer letter than trying to keep up a regular correspondence.
Damn, even it's incredible. Faust is better at like responding to letters than Matro.
Hidden depths, I see.
My God.
Yeah, while they're doing this, what is Halva and Foss think? Halva, you may go first.
Oliver didn't know Macho really had a like a extended family, and so he's kind of like, oh, huh, this is new.
I thought they were all dead.
They multiplied.
There's two
My
of them.
God.
This is getting out of hand.
Now there's two of them. Faust is pretty much like looking at the two of them as they're talking, and like her eyes go left and right and left and right as she goes and looks down and keeps writing stuff. It's like, yep, this is a family reunion. What does she know about family? Like her and her parents really talked even when they lived together. It's just like, do your schoolwork, make us look good. Yeah.
Cousins, what are those?
Yeah. Weird, but oh well, that's Match's thing.
Cost.
Yes.
As Metro is very wrapped up in this conversation, you see Courage, his hand slowly grow towards his fries.
She she basically yeah, she just like uses the clipboard that she's writing on to just smack Courage's hand.
Ow! Her hand
Normally
recoils.
normally she wouldn't do this, but like for Courage, it's like it's Courage is more like a child you have to keep intact. Like normally, if this was like Halva doing this, she wouldn't care. But Courage gets special treatment.
Too much eating.
Yeah, control yourself. You know.
Hmm. She glumly
Yeah,
looks down at her finished meal.
yeah. She's just like if for us is just like if you're still hungry. If you're still hungry, Ensign, you can simply ask the kitchen team for more food. This
Her
is
eyes
the
start to light
Federation.
up.
This is she sees this and like her eyes are sparkling and Faust is looking at her with deadpan expression. She's like, "This is the Federation capital."
Can Oliver make a roll?
To do what?
Steal a fry.
Yes, I'd like you to make poise and stealth. +3 because Matro's not paying attention.
Well, this is also to Faust.
Oh, trying to yeah, I guess Kurt Faust is so he's trying to steal the fries. So would it be an opposed check of me seeing if I notice them? You know, Halaba's
Yeah.
attempts.
Yeah, keen awareness, Faust.
Can
5
I
successes.
wait? Can I make a can I keen aware? Can I make a plea that can Faust new type sense Halaba's fry
Telepathy.
stealing?
Telepathy gets used as a positive modifier in awareness checks. I wrote that in the rules.
Oh, so it'd be a +1. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
My
keen
favorite usage of new type power yet.
is detecting.
I psychically see that you're trying to steal my food.
I barely beat it out. 6 successes.
Ha! You notice.
Yeah, Faust notices, and she just turns to look at Halava. It's almost weird. Presumably, your plan was perfect. Your movements, and she just suddenly turns to you, like, I know what you're doing.
I mean,
I
listen.
do love how it is, in fact, the new type power. Like, what's the tiebreaker there?
Oliver like looks at her. And he's like debating whether he should put it back or not, and you see him slowly put it back. They're cold
She gets back to
anyways.
writing.
He's just gonna throw them away.
Faust keeps rewriting her report. She honestly, at this point, it's a case of, you know what, yeah, if you want to eat the fries, then go ahead.
Birds looks very upset that Halava gets away with this.
As to now she's starting to believe Matro's theory.
I don't know. From earlier, I feel like she already does.
Damn. But yeah, no, Faust just keeps writing her report. And she does make a little note of that, like, was able to sense the ensign's attempt at stealing the lieutenant's fries without realizing he was.
I bet the Murasame Institute's gonna love hearing that.
Yeah, they're like, it's like a little, it's not even like part of the paper. So you just put it to the side so they can read it and be like, huh, cool. They're immediately like, see if that new tech can stop food stealing.
So
But yeah,
I believe we have one thing left to do. So you guys finish up your lunch, and Raja has to go. She says, "Bye, Matro. See you later."
Trying to think here. So used to like people exchanging like having phone numbers. Like it's the space 70s. He'll like tell her where he's saying to be like if she needs to get a
You
hold of him.
live on the
how to
same
get a hold of him.
base.
Yeah, right. But it's like unless it's in the base directory, it's going to be like you're going to have to call this residential block room. I assume it's just fixed. Because otherwise, I have to like try and find her on the base, and that might be a pain in the ass. So, like, exchange contact information.
I assume one. I
for half
assume
a decade
like you would do that in the catching up process.
makes sense.
I would give it to you.
Okay, no need to spend narrative points.
Yep, and there's one thing left to do. Halava, you have a duel to attend.
Alright. Halava is going to excuse himself. Looks like it's about that time.
Faust looks.
As though we aren't all going to follow.
Yeah,
Said, I knew.
we're yeah, Faust is like, she gets up. She's gonna go with him. It's
Astro would probably go and like invite the like off 14 we're just practicing all day to come watch this.
the wild stallions.
Love
Okay
it.
then. Halava,
Mm-hmm.
you go out into the testing grounds with Lieutenant Daniel, Second Lieutenant Daniel, and you're in this city. You need to find one first.
Okay. Well, okay, so it's already started.
Yeah, it's go time. Everyone else is all watching because there's drones about.
Okay. Okay, so we're in the city. Actually, Halva wanted to talk to him before.
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
Halva's gonna, like, hold out his hand. For him to shake.
He accepts your hand.
Alright, may the best man win. And here's a question.
Yeah?
You wanna make this thing interesting?
Oh?
Well, you're part of the Titan unit that's stationed here. We're part of the test team that's stationed here. You think that there's
Go on.
a wager between the two of our units that we could make?
Like what?
Well, yeah, I just see again a lot of fancy fun and fancy mobile suits, and I suppose we are too. But
Al was playing for pinks. He's just going to steal their Gabaldi.
In the
Jim
background, in the
Oh,
background,
well,
fucking
yeah.
Macho. In the background, Macho and Courage are trying to do a Gundam Jack, and Faust is just looking at them.
They're all betting on this because they're soldiers with too much time on their hands.
It's like, I'll bet you my mobile suit that that my pilot will beat your pilot.
looks over to Faust and he yells real quick, "Do you trust me?"
She looks up at Courage. I mean, at Oliver, and she's a bit confused at the question because, like, that's a sudden thing to ask, and she
What
just
an odd
yells,
thing to say.
"Yeah, what an odd
First, he
thing to
murdered. He
say."
hasn't murdered anyone in a couple years. Now he's shouting this out across.
Yeah, it's like first he's like that, and now he's yelling, "Do you trust me?" I'm sure Matro has alarm bells ringing in his fucking mind.
Matcher just looks over at Courage.
And she's looking at you. It's like she's like making eyes, and then at Faust and him. She leans in. Do you think you know?
Go on, Matro, give us your
It's
answers.
starting to make more and more sense all the time.
Faust thinks on it.
So I'm not just saying things.
Faust thinks on it for a moment, and she said, "Oh, that's okay." Faust doesn't know what she's referring to, but she just says, "Yes, Ensign Halava, I trust you as my wingman." That's what she yells back. That she does indeed trust him.
The camera pans back to you, Halava.
Oliver thinks for a second. How about for maybe a few upgrades, a few of your maybe a few of your fancy funding, and a few upgrades to our own suits, and let's say a ride on the next few missions that you Titans might go on. I bet the Gundam.
You see Faust, her face, it doesn't change, but you see her staring at Halva, and then she closes her eyes and lets out the most fucking exhausted sigh you've heard from Faust.
I'm so pleased.
You feel like a deep what the fuck inside of her, but she's too deadpan to reveal it. But I'm sure if there were any new Tesseract, they'd be feeling her what the fuck.
Then Lieutenant Daniel says, "You bet the Gundam." I think pretty sure I can arrange for a ride along, but you bet the Gundam.
A ride along and upgrades,
I'm not sure I can pull that sort of thing.
I mean,
Somebody's got to explain to Hal about signing over mobile suits over this. I love this.
When you do
Also,
get the Gundam.
And then he looks at you. Can you really give that to me?
If he looks over at Faust, he could just he can not Halva, the guy here. I'm sure Halva's yeah, Faust is 100% okay with it. If he looks over at Faust, he's just he can feel daggers. Her expression has not changed, but anybody can sense this fucking she's not really happy with this.
You see a bead of sweat as he's looking over your shoulder, and then he says, "I don't think I'll take you up on that. How about this instead? If I win, I get your month's wages. If you win, you get mine."
He kind of sighs. Well, where's the fun in that? here's this.
Then he says,
win.
well, the fun's in the $800.
Here's this. I win. You get my hand. You win. Wait, shit. Wrong way. Wait, hold on. He like goes to the side and starts counting.
Faust rubs her eyes.
Alright, you let me in on a ride along. Maybe you let me in on a ride along, and you get my month's wages. How about that? I don't really care
Sure.
for you.
He puts the hand out.
He spits in it and shakes.
Deal. You go out to the field. You're in a city. You need to find this guy.
Okay.
Roll me an
Sorry about
initiative
that,
check.
by the way.
No. I was
I'm trying to
like,
look at
okay, no,
Faust,
Faust.
you'd have killed him, right?
Faust closes her. Faust still has her eyes closed. Faust will not disclose that information.
No, you would have
Her hands
killed
hurt,
him
yes.
and then demoted him back down to enlisted.
And then killed him again.
Like it's like if they took that bet and Halva, like as soon as Halva opens the cockpit, first he's gonna see Faust choking out the Titan, then she's gonna go and chase after him.
Oh my god.
Actually, no, think about it. No, she doesn't choke out the Titan. She like has him in like a fucking deadlock. Like you're not getting our guns in. You know that, right? She's like, yes. And then as soon as Halva starts to try and run away, she immediately bolts after him. Okay.
So one success. You're walking around. Could be anywhere in this city. The only thing you can hear is the steady beat of your footprints on concrete.
I am in a 1-year war gym, correct?
No, you're in your gym.
Oh, okay. With a beam rifle or hyper bazooka?
No, I already explained to you. We already talked about this.
Did we?
Only
I
paint
thought there
rounds
was
are
a
not.
simulation.
We're not doing simulation.
Okay,
This is the real deal.
gotcha.
Yeah, I think in fairness, originally it was a sim thing, but I much prefer this. This is
Yeah.
way more entertaining.
This is what happens when I don't get to listen to the session beforehand.
That's my bad. It's been
Alva.
busy.
I need to sneak off and find a case of beer.
Mm-hmm.
You see Daniel come around the corner. He's not looking at you.
Okay. Oh. Oliver's like, oh, I was gonna lay a trap. It was gonna be this entire thing. Was he allowed to take one of his jury rig grenades? I will spend an... No.
It's like you see him like start to come around the corner. Like it's just the arm.
Gotcha. Oliver's going to duck around the corner.
Okay, now what?
Okay, so does he have one of those grenades or no?
No. I already said no.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I didn't hear you the first time. Okay, in that case, let me... Boop. Okay.
What are you doing?
Holiva is going to, he doesn't know how skilled this guy is, and so he realizes that if he gets in a one-on-one firefight, he's probably going to lose. What he's going to do, he's going to take his arm, crash it into the building behind him, and then run away. He wants to make some noise to distract him and try and get away from it.
Okay, then make me a move check.
Okay. Two successes.
2 successes. Very well done. Yep, so you bolt alt. And Daniel does not see you as he rounds the corner. Now what?
Alright, as Daniel rounds the corner. Oh, so it's Oliver's turn now, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, as Daniel rounds the corner, Oliver is, I imagine he's also around the corner. He's going to sort of, foremost, round the corner with his shield up, crouch, and then open fire.
I'd like you to make me a fire order, MS Fire, with a point blank modifier.
Okay, what would that be?
It's a +2.
Okay, that is 2. That's Snake Eyes plus a 2, so 4 out of 12 or 14.
Awakening
because it's
test?
a +2.
Awakening?
Awakening,
awakening point?
test.
Awakening point.
Awakening point. Gotcha.
If you're not already an old type, that is. I don't remember off the top of my head, to be honest.
I think this is the first time Howler has gotten an awakening point.
That's
No, he has 3.
Oh.
Okay, so 12 naturally plus 2 is 14. I rolled a 4. 11 successes.
11 successes? You lay waste to this guy. It's like not even close. You just finished him. Then on the comms feed, you see, well, damn, you got me good.
You alright there?
I'm not gonna look forward to cleaning all this up.
I'll help
You
you
see
out when it's all over.
his gym is dripping with paint.
Listen, you gotta be careful around every corner. I almost had you dead to rats in the first place, and well, in the end, I did. Every new pathway is a way for you to die, so make sure you know what you're getting into. And his gym literally helps his up.
And I feel like that's a good place to stop. And I'm gonna cut to the stands. Macho, you're hearing the team is hearing all of this.
That just looks more like good. He won because if he lost after making that wager, she probably would have out. He would have probably been in for an earful.
I was thinking kind of along the same lines. Like, thank God he won, because I don't know how he's gonna back any of this up. But we didn't have to worry about it, so that's the important bit.
George looks happy that Oliver won. Faust, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Faust turns around.
It's Major Maria. And she looks over to you, Macho, says, "Could I borrow Lieutenant Faust here for a moment?"
Of course, Major.
You walk off to a secluded hallway, and she makes sure you're both alone. And she pulls out a piece of paper and hands it to you. Take a look at this.
Faust takes the paper and she slowly opens it up.
It says Saikamu U Air, her beam Mark III.
Wait, what's it say?
Saikamu, then a dash, air, another dash, beam, Mark III.
Saikamu Air Beam. She looks at these words. This is enticing.
It is.
She
Then
looks
you open it
Yeah,
up.
she looks at her.
It's an air drone. That's a funnel.
Faust looks at the paper and she sees this and she's like, She closes the paper and she's like, "It seems the Federation has made headway into their new type research."
Mostly bumming off of old Flanagan and research.
So
However,
it'd be a way.
I do have something to mention regarding this. Under no circumstances this be seen by anyone's eyes but yours.
For confidentiality.
Metro might be part of the Gym 2 program, but and she points down at it. Not this.
Right. She says as she, puts the paper away. After Fust didn't bargain for her team to be involved with this research, she kind of like, you know, looks back up to the lieutenant. I suppose they'll
Lieutenant.
have to, will Fust, yeah, to the major. Will Fust be testing this equipment alone then?
No, it's just the details have to remain. Need to know.
Understood.
They might end up even running off war against you. Just to keep things, just for operational security reasons.
Faust understands. She's like, would you happen to know how? Well, actually, how much would Faust know about how the new type research is going outside of this? How is the Federation's understanding of the new type phenomenon going? Actually, fuck, I should really ask how her own personal research is going.
So I don't know about your own research, but what you do know is that they've managed to replicate a lot of the success of the Flanagan Institute in their material results. They haven't learned a lot more, but yeah, they can produce a Saikamu on demand now.
Right. So yeah. Faust kind of knew this was gonna happen, but it's very much a case of the Federation's more interested in
Conventional
replicating,
arms.
conventional arms rather than discovering what a new type truly is. So she's a bit disappointed, but she's still expanding her knowledge. She's going on for her own personal research, probably sending that to the researchers at Murasame Labs of her own discoveries and whatnot. And she's just like, when will we begin testing?
Probably 22nd, I believe.
So 7 days. Or well, actually no. It's the 16th.
6 days.
Yeah. So in 6 days.
We still have all the Gym 2 tests to run and for these to arrive, but I want you to be completely familiarized with its specs before we interface it with the Gundam Alex.
Faust understands. What's it called? She'll have the
File.
entire document, the entire file memory by the time it arrives.
Good. She gives you a slant up on the shoulder. Do good work.
Faust nods. Faust, well, of course. Faust is a once-in-a-lifetime genius, after all. And she walks off. Or, well, she salutes and then walks off.
I feel like that's a good place to stop that. How'd everyone feel about the session?
It was great. I enjoyed it. It was really funny.